Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It is the second scrimmage for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. They are on the road tonight here facing the Kaufman Lions, a former district rival, but now we'll be facing them in the second scrimmage. Had a great week one. Wildcats won 42-13. This is their final chance to kind of get a look at some guys and just kind of get everything crisp and ready to roll before the regular season starts. We'll talk about all of that and plenty more, but if y'all been hanging out with us all this time, thank you so much. Welcome back in. If this is your first time joining us, I'm Tyler Lennon. I'm joined, of course, by my favorite person to, I guess, this week spend Thursday nights with, Ryan Humphries. What's going on, buddy?
Tyler, just as last week, absolute pleasure to be here on a Thursday night in Kaufman, Texas. If you weren't ready for Texas high school football last week, you better get ready because we're about a week out from the real deal.
Yep, we are. And, again, like I said, a ton of things I want to get into with you, kind of what we saw last week, what we're hoping to see this week. But first, I want to remind everyone, as always, not remind, this year it's actually different. They've been a partner of ours since we've been broadcasting, but for the first time they are now our pregame advertisers, and that's our good friends over at Discount Wheel and Tire of Sulphur Springs. They offer a full line of Michelin tires. When you're looking for the right tire, the choice is easy. Michelin packs more science into their tires to bring together safety, durability, fuel efficiency, and performance without trade-offs. Match a right service with the right tire today. Discount Wheel and Tire, proudly serving our Wildcats for over 30 years. And real quick, before we get started with anything else, because Ryan and I do have a lot to talk about, I want to mention, as you can see here on your screens, we are not in the press box tonight. Unfortunately, when we're on the road, we're kind of at the hands of, we are not in a press box, and we do not have internet access tonight, so we're doing the best we can with hotspots and with Starlink and all the different things. So if there are any internet connection issues like that, please bear with us. We're doing the very best we can. But hopefully it'll be a good night. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that. Ryan, again, your Wildcats won 42-13 last week. Obviously, the answer is great, but how do you feel about what you saw? And then we can get into specifics, obviously.
Very confident. I think got off to a quicker start than what I was even hoping for. I didn't necessarily feel like we had to score 42 points for me to feel good about the offense. Defensively, honestly, I see you might see 13 points and go, wow, it was a lot better than that. Because if you just look at how those points were scored by Lindale, if you don't have a circus Odell Beckham-like catch that he gets tackled at the one and then a late touchdown, kind of when you've already pulled all your starters, you really were 2 or 3 plays from pitching a shutout.
Yeah,
just to be completely honest.
I was going to make the point. The defense had 8 drives. 13 points, they allowed 2 touchdowns. One of them, like you said, on the crazy circus catch. The other one was in the fourth quarter against the twos. So the ones went 1 for 6, and even then, without that catch, they don't score.
No question. And Tyler, the biggest note that I would make from that first scrimmage is obviously you got a lot of production from guys that we had coming back, and that's something that you and I, we knew we would get. You obviously, we spent the whole offseason, we spent our pregame show, all the write-ups. Sulphur Springs got a lot of good guys coming back, and that's no secret. What the biggest and most pleasant surprise was how many new names on a team filled with usual names, contributors, how many new names contributed in that first scrimmage.
Yes, you and I had made the point, and I think we've talked about it multiple times, whether it was in the kind of preseason preview we got to do last week, which, again, that's still, if you didn't get the chance to watch that, Ryan and I got to talk with Coach Faircloth and kind of preview the season. I think we mentioned it then. I think we mentioned it last week, but there aren't many teams in the entire state of Texas that had as much success as the Wildcats did last year and returned as much talent as they did. And like you said, for that to be the case and still to have gotten as much contributions from new guys as you did, that's incredible.
I mean, 2 or 3 guys on offense, 2 or 3 guys on defense. Honestly, you could argue, I don't know, if offensively, and you probably were going to allude to this, who was I most just pleased with, and I'll go ahead and answer that. I think Quinn Harris on the offensive side, and I'm also going to throw out Dobson Martin.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell enough people this week of how impressed I was with Dobson Martin. Truly, Quinn Harris was a guy that made some plays last year, was a starter, but as far as just big play offensive ability, he was a younger guy. There was a lot of, different pass catchers. He was the receiver 1 last week.
100%.
Plain and simple.
So much so that Corey and I talked about this throughout the week just while we were at camp every day filming for Hard Knocks, which, by the way, episode 2 airs tomorrow. I believe it's 7 p.m., Corey? Hard Knocks, 6. Hard Knocks will air at 6 p.m. episode 2. Ryan and I have already got to watch it, and it's an incredible episode. But Corey and I kind of talked. If you told me that Quinn Harris ends up being the leading receiver for this team, whether that's yardage, receptions, touchdowns, any of those, I 1,000% would believe it.
Well, if it goes anything like the first scrimmage did, he will by a large margin. And to go back on talking about Dobson Martin, if you have a situation where you've got a legitimate Jackson Hare 2.0, they play very similarly. If you have a situation where you're able to put both of those guys on the field, get Jackson Hare out in the slot, we saw last year when we did that, there was great success that came. Obviously, I want Jackson Hare carrying the ball a lot.
Absolutely.
But I will also say, if he's 50 or 60 touches less come November,
oh, yeah.
it's going to be huge.
Yes, you're that much more healthy.
It's going to be huge.
In the playoffs, you're going to need
that.
Huge. I agree. I think if you can let Dobson Martin have some of that, especially in the preseason, in some of those district games, I 1,000% agree with you. He had, obviously we don't know the stats from the scrimmage because it's a scrimmage, but I know that on rushing touchdowns alone, he had 70 yards. He had a 30-yard.
So probably he probably had 90 yards,
yes.
100 yards.
I don't know if he got to 100,
maybe not 100. He had
I bet
90.
he was close.
Yeah,
I
with
bet he was close.
two long scores. Who on the defense really stood out to you? If you had to pick some names, I picked the offensive names. I'll let you pick the defensive names.
Okay, real quick. I want to make one more note on the offense. They also had 8 drives like the defense did. They did not score on the opening drive, but they missed a 34-yard field goal. So you got into the red zone, and then they didn't score on their final drive in the fourth quarter with the 2s.
So
you went 6
drives in a row?
consecutive drives.
That'll work.
Scores.
That'll play.
That'll play.
That'll play.
As Ryan Humphries says. Defensively, a couple guys. I think the first guy I would make the biggest note on was number 40, junior Riley Hughes on the defensive line. He was not a player that I was super familiar with, and he was in the backfield all night long. He may have led the team in tackles for loss. I mean, he was making a bunch of plays.
Yeah, I actually had somebody ask me about Riley Hughes this week, just out in the wild. Just, hey, what do you think about the Riley Hughes kid? And I said, well, to be honest with you, I didn't really know him before the scrimmage. But, gosh, Tyler couldn't say his name enough in that first scrimmage. And so definitely a kid that I'm excited to watch tonight.
Do you have anyone else from last week that you Trey Pennell would be another one, coming back from injury.
Yeah, and the familiar Alex King. I mean, I not necessarily his play, because he played great, but what stood out to me the most was you could just visibly see the leadership from him. I mean, just the commandment of the defense and just everything going on around him. Alex King looked like a senior guy that had been there and done that.
Yes, I 1,000% agree with that. Ryan, since we're on the defense, let's stay there. Let's go ahead and start looking at things you're hoping to see or wanting to see tonight. For me, defensively, I think we need to make note, unfortunately, Alex McCormick is dealing with a little bit of an injury that happened during camp. I think he's not going to miss a ton of time from what we've heard. He'll for sure, it sounds like, be back for district and everything. But at least for tonight, in the first few weeks of the preseason, you won't be having him. Zay Godbolt, a player whose name we said a ton of times last year. He's kind of the next man up as far as middle linebackers. It sounds like he'll get a majority of that time in those snaps. I think tonight is a great opportunity for him to kind of show us what he can do in that role. Yeah,
and I mean, you've obviously got a very, very deep defense, and so when a guy goes down, and thankfully that's you don't ever want injuries, but thankfully it's early in the season. We'll get Alex McCormick back for the meat of the schedule, and so I mean, Bolden, Godbolt, those guys, it's a great opportunity to step up and make something happen.
100%. Ryan, they still don't have the clock running here in the stadium, but I think we are getting fairly close to kickoff. Why don't we hear from our good friends over at Discount Wheel and Tire and a few others, and then we'll be back for the rest of the pregame show.
Car problems always show up at the worst time.
What am I going to do?
Oh, looks like we caught it just on time. We'll have you fixed up and on the road in no time. All set. Have fun on the trip.
Thank you. You too.
Me too.
Hello world, hear the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Reliable tires, reliable service, wherever life takes you.
One man, one list, zero clue where to start. When the weekend project becomes a weekend problem, there's only one place to go. We're more than just nuts and bolts.
Gosh, Wish.
Car problems always show up at the worst time.
What am I gonna do?
Oh, looks like we caught it just on time. We'll have you fixed up and on the road in no time. All set. Have fun on the trip.
Thank you. You too.
Me too.
Hello world, hear the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Reliable tires, reliable service, wherever life takes you.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for joining us for the second scrimmage for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Again, it was a 42-13 win over Lindale in the first one. Final opportunity here to get some action before the regular season starts. Talking about things we're wanting to see here tonight. I guess let's go ahead and start with the quarterback room. Both Deuce and Mason looked pretty good last week. What did you think about their performance last week, and what are you hoping or wanting to see here tonight?
I think just, and right when we said this, we wanted to see some passes completed down the field. Then we started doing that, and so maybe just hit that stride a little quicker. But again, I'm fully aware, and I think I've told you 100 times, it will not surprise me if this team is a 60-40 or even upwards of 70-30 run first, and that's at no fault of the quarterback's ability to throw. Either of these quarterbacks, it's more the unbelievable strength in our run game, and that starts up front. I mean, the Great Wall of Wildcat this year. Business is booming up front for the big boys.
It is.
And when you got guys like Jackson Hare, Dobson Martin, Keyshawn John, Deuce running the ball, I mean, come on. We're going to run all over people.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think we said these exact words last week, but not only do I think it is going to be 60-40, like you said, maybe even upwards of 70-30, but I think it will be a very successful offense if they do that. I think, like you said, an incredible offensive line, great run options. The only thing I will make note of before we get started, it looks like we're kind of winding down. Like you said, from the pass catchers group, it was an unbelievable week from Quinn Harris. Jackson Virgil had a couple big catches,
touchdown.
One of the 45-yard touchdown. Coach Faircloth did tell us in practice this week that Lindale was making a really big point to kind of double the slot receiver.
Okay.
And that's a look. That position specifically, that's going to be guys like Brody Dodd and Deacon Carpenter, guys who are getting their first varsity experience that he was really wanting to see something from. So I'm hoping we do get to see more from them. I don't know that either of them had a catch last week.
No, I don't know that they did. And another comment I'll make on the Jackson Virgil play and the big Quinn Harris touchdown, I think that you're going to see defenses this year feel like they have to load the box because I'm sitting here talking about how exceptional our run is going to be this season. And so we might not dink and dunk our way down the field passing, but if you have a 50-yard completion every single game this year, it wouldn't surprise me, just because defenses are going to be so up and trying to stop that run.
Yes.
You're bound to get a deep one.
100%.
Deep pass behind the defense, I mean, pretty regularly because they have to have 7 or 8 guys near the line of scrimmage.
I think that exact play we saw from Quinn Harris when he scored on the 64-yard touchdown, I think one of those might happen every single game.
Yeah, I think that if your recipe is 70-30 run, but in that 30 we have a 50-yard touchdown every week, you're going to do really well.
Last year and every year so far, we've had very deep offenses. And we always make a point to try to switch who our prediction for player of the game is every single week. But I think as much or more than ever, it might be a week-to-week thing on who the really big guy is that week. I think teams are going to have to really kind of choose what they're trying to take away from the Wildcats. And I think we're going to see maybe a different player every week.
Yes, I like that prediction. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Real quick, I do want to make some notes from Kaufman here tonight. This is a great opportunity here tonight, I think, for our defensive backs. They're facing.
I'm sitting here watching him, and it's
he
going to
looks
be
good.
Oh yeah,
very good.
Yeah.
They're number 15 from Kaufman, so you're going to want to keep an eye on. He is committed to SMU, but he had offers from Texas, Texas A&M, TCU, Texas Tech, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Michigan State, USC. 24/7 Sports has him ranked number 153 in the nation. They have him as the 19th best receiver and the 22nd best player in the state of Texas. Last year as a junior, over 1,100 yards, 19 yards per catch, 11 touchdowns. There's going to be an opportunity for the DBs when you get in district play, you've got Panther Creek, who's got 4 D1 pass catchers. You're going to face Salina, who's got the 4th best quarterback in the nation. So I think it's a great opportunity.
I think so too, and I'll tell you another thing that I'm interested to see is what does that do with Grayson Hardy.
That's a good point.
Is he farther back? Is he? Because we did see last week, Lindale's offense didn't necessarily have a playmaker like that, but there were instances where Grayson was obviously, dang near on the line of scrimmage, and then there were instances where he was 10 yards back, made an interception 3 or 4 yards off the line of scrimmage, and so we can call him whatever we want, but to me he's just a chess piece this year, and whatever the flavor is that week, that's where we'll put him.
Yeah, I was going to say you kind of not coined the term, but you kept referring to him as a chess piece. I think that's exactly right. I think very versatile, going to be different week to week. And like you said, tonight would be a great opportunity for that. I'm excited to see how James Johnson and Creed Wisenhunt do. They're the two safeties. I think you'll definitely have to be doubling him a good bit and keeping an eye on him. So
I mean, I can tell you in warm-ups, he's either the best or the second best receiver we will play all year. I mean, I don't necessarily know if he's better or not as good as Jalen Lott, Frisco Panther Creek, but it's comparable. I'll say that.
That's high praise.
It's comparable.
That's high praise. Ryan, we don't. I don't think we did this last week, but every single week. Oh yeah, we did our prediction every week in the pregame show.
We were both way under the total points last week.
I had 28-14 in that one.
It's preseason for us. We'll be ready when it matters.
Let's see how we do tonight. I'll let you go first. What's your prediction for final score or just tonight's result?
Man, and again, we don't do quite the pregame prep in these scrimmages on the opposition, but I'll go 35-14 Sulphur Springs.
Ooh,
35-14.
Once again, dang it, we're on the exact same page. That's what my prediction was going to be.
Was it really?
Yeah, it really was. We don't. It's a running bit that we're always on the same page. We make a point to not share that with each other.
I'm in fact, Tyler's chomping at the bit all day Friday or game day to send me the
I'll text you on a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
The endless amounts of awesome stats and things that he keeps up with. And I'm like, Tyler.
A lot of papers here.
I was like, we got to wait until game time. I think it's a more natural.
It is.
But that makes it all the more impressive that you and I are always on the same page.
I'm not even going to change my prediction. A lot of the times I'll do it. Well, if I have to do it now, I'm sticking with it.
Doubling down on 35-14.
You made the comment last week, if the Wildcats, 9 times out of 10, if they score 21 or more, you think they win that football game. I agree. So. I think that's why we're both keeping the number at 14. I think Kaufman, no offense at all, I think Kaufman is going to be a better test than Lindale was. That's just
I will say this about Lindale. I went back and watched the scrimmage a little bit. I was disappointed in the skill position play, but their front seven and their O-line had a lot of size, so that was promising to see against Sulphur Springs. I'm going to have to see what Kaufman offers on those notes, but I know skill position-wise, we're going to be a little step up tonight.
Yes, we mentioned their receiver committed to SMU, like number 150 in the entire nation. They also have a running back, number 4, Elijah Rose. I don't know if he committed or just has an offer from UNT, but that's going to be another Division I player on their offense. And then on their defense, they've got a pair of linebackers who are both really good, starting to get offers from schools like McMurray and Hendricks. And then a DB who I'm not sure if he's had offers yet, but had 5 interceptions last year. It's like you said, skill position-wise, I think they're going to be a little bit better. It sounds like they've got a lot of depth on the defensive side as well. I think it'll be a better test than last week was. And last year, they were 7-5. They beat Hillcrest 49-21 in the first round. And then would you like to know who they lost to in the second round?
I actually know. I did see it, but the former Fighting Faircloths, PNG, which is always a great program.
Yes,
always.
100%. I believe, was it last year or the year before they won state?
Two years ago. Yeah.
Brian, it looks like we're getting ready to go pretty quick. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great night. It is.
To be August 21st or whatever it is, I would normally think, gosh, I cannot believe we are outside. But it's very pleasant. Very pleasant.
Of all the nights to be outside,
very
not mad at this one at all. Again, Ryan mentioned we're outside. So I know I mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. I'm going to continue to remind people because I've noticed I can say something 100 times, but I'm still going to get asked.
No.
What about blank?
No.
Writing on the screen.
Yes. Corey said we can put the writing on the screen. We learned that.
You mean that we were willingly not showing the game all those times in the playoffs?
Stop showing your faces.
Yeah.
I don't want my face on the game. I would rather show the game. But, no, unfortunately, we were not provided internet here tonight, so we're running off hotspots and Starlink, just trying to piece it together the best we can. But hopefully we don't have any issues. But if we do, just want to make note of that. Oh, I thought producer Corey was talking to us. For running off the field, Ryan, again, I don't know if we're going to do coin toss like normal. Do you think they do for scrimmages?
Oh, I bet they just predetermine who gets what. Would be my prediction.
I think that'll be
Tyler,
one of
do you think the starters will play the same amount tonight, or do you think they'll get out of there quicker?
I wanted to ask.
I
you
love
the same
playing
thing.
on Thursday because now we have an extra day before next Friday, and I think that's a common. I think most teams kind of try to do that. But yeah, I could see a half of the starters.
Yeah, I think the starters, hopefully for sure a half. Maybe in that third quarter, I think it could be kind of a case by case. I think both Deuce and Mason are going to get plenty of snaps. I think maybe for some of those guys who are kind of still in quote-unquote position battles or just need more varsity experience, maybe they'll play a little bit longer, but a Jackson Hare might not get as many snaps.
And you know, I'm sitting here asking you that question, but what does that even really mean? Because, okay, Jackson Hare, let's take him out of the equation. You still got Dobson Martin, Keyshawn John.
Right.
Who's gonna spell Jackson Hare when it matters? You still got all these young pass catchers. Those guys, they need to get some film.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I need to see
even
it.
Quinn Harris.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
yeah.
And defense, well, Alex McCormick just went down. He's out for a couple weeks. Who's going to step up? And so, yes, there's going to be some guys that take a seat tonight because they've truly been there and done that. We don't need to see it. But there's also, I mean, there's a million scenarios of why all of these live reps are incredibly valuable.
I was going to ask, in your opinion, let's say specifically with the second scrimmage, to you, is it more of getting everything crisp for your starters, for your big contributors, or is it more of an opportunity for the guys kind of in position battles and trying to earn minutes, like the balance of those two things?
I will say this. I know in college, I know in college, spring ball was about figuring out who are we going to play with, who is on the bus. That way, when we get to when it matters, we're putting in stuff for the real deal. We're not really wondering who we've got.
Gotcha.
So I'll move everything up a season because, you know, spring ball, fall camp, all that for high school. This is the last opportunity to, quote unquote, get on the bus. Okay, and that's a figure of speech here, but this is your last chance to be a guy that, hey, we've got him for the long haul. This is a kid that we can put out on a Friday night and contribute. Because after that, it's game week. We're doing install. We're doing prep for who we're playing against. We can't worry about personnel per se.
Gotcha. I agree. Ryan, by the way, we are getting ready to roll. The Wildcats will be kicking first. Thank you so much to our friends over at Discount Wheel and Tire for bringing you the first pregame show. Well, I guess we did a pregame show last week, but either way, big shout out and thank you to them. Before we get rolling, I want to give a big shout out to our game day partner, the good people over at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs, where they're redefining the way homes are built. Discover your dream home with them today. From modern floor plans to customizable design features, they're here to answer all of your questions and guide you through every step of the way. Visit them and explore their wide range of manufactured or modular home options. Your perfect home is waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs, building dreams one home at a time. I'm excited, Ron. I know it's a scrimmage, but I kind of have the same level of excitement I do for a regular season game.
It's been a couple years since we've done 2 scrimmages.
I know.
Which I'm excited about, but I need the real thing.
That's fair. Okay. Again, not actually going to return
I know this much. I would never kick it to that guy.
Yeah, not
Ever.
at all. Not at all. Only when I know he's not going to return it.
They're blowing this one dead. We'll give him a rep. How about that?
Right, again, this is our first opportunity to tell you about all of our partners who make all this possible, some of them returning, some of them new faces. One of our returning friends, still in the same spot, the Red Zone Partners. That's the good people over at Bell Concrete. In every successful build, it starts with one thing, and that's a strong foundation. For almost 80 years, Bell Concrete has delivered precision, reliability, and craftsmanship across Sulphur Springs and all of Northeast Texas. Residential, commercial, and agriculture, they pour it all with pride, on time, on budget, and built to last. So ready for our first look at the defense here tonight. Again, 8 drives last week. They allowed 2 touchdowns. Little pitch on first down. Gain of a couple there. More than a couple.
Tyler, running back's got some size.
Yes, is that okay? So I don't know. Looking at max press is what I got the numbers from.
Yeah, and I think the numbers are off.
I do
because
as well.
it's we know the receiver. We have the
Yes.
receiver listed at 15, and obviously the quarterback is 15. So hard to go off the numbers.
Now play action on second down. And they do.
That's a sack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it's
you
got to
go.
be.
They do get the sack. And Ron, we asked who was going to step up with these moments. We mentioned Zay Godbolt immediately. Zay Godbolt.
Yeah, and that's that pursuit from east to west to go and get the quarterback. We started to see that, I feel like, against Dallas Carter, Springtown. We really started to see Zay Godbolt do that, and so definitely good to see that early on.
So now that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Again, wanted to make note, we won't have the clock or the down and distance here tonight, so we're going to have to go the old school way of me telling you the time and the down and distance, but that brings up 3rd and about 8. Good start for the Wildcat defense. Play action again. Going to take off and run. Alex,
Now, I do think he probably got past and did enough to get the first down there.
you think so?
Yeah.
They do give him the first down. I was going to say Alex King obviously was just going to put a hand on him and not, actually hit
I
a
know,
quarterback.
and that's the worst in these scrimmages, but I totally understand. Can't have QB1
yes.
going down on August 21st.
I personally trust Alex King's ability to make that tackle, but
I-
maybe I'm being biased.
No, I do too. I just think by the time he would have gotten him down, it would have been at the sticks, and as we know, that's a first down.
They were not.
if it's close.
If it's remotely close, that's a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 37. Zay Godbolt again, Ryan. I don't know why they didn't blow him dead, but
Yeah, our guy seemed very confident that was a sack.
that's the 2nd sack of the night for Zay Godbolt. He's coming out the gate hot. I don't care where they mark it. That's a sack.
I do especially like the Zay Godbolt just run as fast as he can at the quarterback blitz package.
He's looking
Because it's
very
2 for
good
2 right now.
Yep.
Both of which way outside of the pocket. And so the pursuit is just something that, I mean, not every high school kid has that ability to just go and chase
That's
down
true.
the quarterback. And so that's definitely nice.
Now, Ryan, they did adjust, and now it is going to be 2nd and 11. So I think they had it at 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, but they are going to call it a sack, 2nd and 11. 9:03 left here in the first. Now trying to make his way to the outside. Grayson Hardy with the
Oh,
tackle
wow.
there, and a few others.
Yeah, great job by Grayson to even get a hand on him because he was engaged with a block, and usually that's enough for a pop pass to get on the outside. They might even call holding.
Oh, yes, there is a flag. That is what it's going to be, Ron. And like the classic. Oh, no. Okay, never mind.
No, I think they declined it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
3rd and 11, I'm fine with declining that. I think if it's going to be 2nd down, you probably take the 10.
Yes.
But 3rd and 11 on the 36-yard line, I'm good with declining that.
Yeah, I like it. So that will bring up 3rd and 11. I had a nice little Wayne punt I was ready to use. And
Sorry.
I'll get it one of these days. So 3rd and 11. 8:44 left here in the first.
I know 4 minutes into this thing, Big Boy doesn't have a target.
I was
and
going to say, feels wrong.
That would not be in my playbook. We're getting him targets quickly.
Maybe here on 3rd and 11. Incomplete. That's what will bring up 4th and long. Ron, I was going to point out, it looked like we had him in press coverage, and T.J. Bolden was the one in coverage on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 32, that's T.J. Bolden. And here comes the punt team, Dobson Martin. And
Was there a corner behind him?
yes.
Okay, so he's really playing heavy flats. So it's almost like a bracket, and I like that. I mean,
Yeah, want someone big like that can kind of.
You're good enough up front to just decide, hey, we're going to take this kid, we're going to take him off the field. We'll put 2 guys, we're going to take him off the map, and we're going to let our other 9 figure out the other 10.
Yeah, and your 2 linebackers are so good in coverage and as spies.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Wildcat defense forcing a punt to start. And now we'll see the Wildcat offense for the first time tonight. Before we do, I want to give a big shout out to the dedicated team at Amadeus Healthcare. They offered skilled nursing and therapy services to ensure the well-being of their patients. Visit them at AmadisHC.com to learn more about how they can support you and your loved ones. Amadeus Healthcare, first-class care in the comfort of your own home. Give them a call at 903-231-0402 for more information. Also, want to give a shout out to our returning friend, Erin Nill. She is the principal agent and owner of Hamby Insurance. At Hamby Insurance, they keep you covered in all your adventures and all your life. Whether it's auto insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, or business owner packages, protect what you love most. Visit their website, hambyinsurance.com, or give them a call at 972-285-0381. Something that you don't need insurance with, Jackson Hare, I know he's going to get me 5 yards every time, at least.
No, well, and it's a free bet that the first guy will never tackle him.
It is. That's hitting at a very high success rate.
Yeah.
So it brings up, what, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5 already. Now he's out in motion. Passing it to him immediately, Jackson Hare with some room to work. Got the first down. I like that play, Ron.
Yeah, and Jamori and Jeffrey, great blocking there.
What's the motto?
Dude, I mean, it never fails. Block equals rock, always.
Always. Especially Jamori. And I believe had 1 catch last week. He may have had 2, but he heard the Ryan Humphries motto.
Yeah.
He was like,
no, I love it.
Block.
I love it.
So now 1st and 10 from the 45. It's a give to Keyshawn John. Keyshawn John with a nice run.
A little bit of a hurdle.
Gain of 8 or 9. You know, we didn't get to see him carry the ball much last week, I don't feel like. Just a couple times.
Comes Quinn Harris onto the field.
Got Jamorian as the lone man on that side. Deacon and Jackson Virgil on this side.
Should be a free play.
Looking for Jamorian on the sideline. And he's got the catch at the 22. Jamorian Jeffrey.
And Coach Faircloth picked that flag up and said we decline.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Great concentration there. Not an easy play. But again, I think a young quarterback like Deuce, when you've got that free play, you want to have your go-to, okay, this is where I'm going every time. And if you build that relationship with Jamorian, just as kind of the, hey, he's the free play jump ball guy, then, man, that's going to go a long way.
First down to give to Jackson Hare. And like Ryan said, never going down on first contact. You've made some really great Romo-esque predictions, but to have said the block equals rock in the very next play, it goes to Jamorian.
I didn't even mean that, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I know if I was calling plays and I see, you know, every receiver, they should want the ball every play. But if I see a guy that's working his tail off on a run situation, man, I'm going to try everything to get that guy the ball.
So now 2nd and about 7. Deuce, keep it to himself. And unfortunately going to take a big sack there. That's going to bring it back.
Now, again, I know it's a scrimmage. It is what it is. Those are the rules tonight. But Deuce, of all people, is going to be able to get out of a lot of those this year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's going to be so many. I'll say this. A good chunk of our X plays this year will be broken down, second chance effort plays by Deuce. When he's just running around back here,
100%.
The defense can't, you know, they can't keep up with Virgil. They can't keep up with Jamorian, and that's going to happen.
I 1,000% agree with that. It's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Deuce. Going to dump it down to Jackson Hare. Jackson Hare gets enough for the first down. It's going to be first and goal from about the 9, and that brings us for the first time tonight to the Bell Concrete red zone.
Tyler, I love your prediction of each week who's going to be the guy, and it's not that in the past we haven't had lots of options,
right?
But I think it's going to be whatever the flavor of the week is this year. I think we're going to have big passing games. I think we're going to have games where we don't throw much at all, and we just are running down. I mean, just running all over defenses, just like that.
First and goal from the 9. Jackson Hare second touchdown of the scrimmages. And with 5.5 minutes left here in the first, your Wildcats score first, Ryan.
Jackson, if I had to pick his best quality, I think it would be his balance. He's just able.
That's a great point.
He's so. I mean, bouncing off of a tackle or just his ability to stay full speed or his ability to cut after contact. You just have to have exceptional balance, like an Alvin Kamara. If you've watched any NFL Saints football, Alvin Kamara does a great job at that.
It's a great comp. 5:30 left in the first. Wildcats lead 7-0.
Life happens, and sometimes you just need a little extra help. At D&B Loans in Sulphur Springs, we offer personal loans from $100 to $3,400 with monthly payment plans and fast approvals. Need help with taxes? Our experienced team will make sure you file with confidence. D&B Loans, serving East Texas since 1991. Stop by or give us a call today. 220 Gilmer Street. Call 903-885-7396.
So it's a 9-yard rushing touchdown from Jackson Hare to get the night started. Here in the stadium, it looks like the first kick may have got blocked or missed, and then they let them retry, and now the refs seem to be talking on whether or not they're going to count it. While we're waiting to hear on that, though, a new friend of ours I get to tell you about for the first time, and that is the League Street Church of Christ. They are not only just a church family, but for your family. You can visit them on 1100 League Street South on Sunday mornings for Bible class from 9:30 to 10:15, or their Sunday morning service from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. You can also visit them on Sunday evenings from 5 to 6 p.m., and again on Wednesday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Please visit their website, leaguestreet.church, for more information. Also want to ask, are you having problems finding comfort in your own space? If so, let A&S Air Conditioning find a perfect solution for your heating and cooling needs. They've been providing affordable heating and AC repair in Hopkins, Franklin, and surrounding counties for over 35 years. They specialize in the repair and maintenance of all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment in both residential and commercial settings. Now's the perfect time to call them at 903-885-8072 and let them turn your hot, humid space into a cool and comfortable environment. So we still haven't learned anything. We still haven't kicked. But
I guess we'll call it a make, but there was definitely – and he could have been offsides.
Gotcha.
I think it would have gotten blocked if he wasn't offsides, but Stadium says it's 7. We'll go with 7.
We'll roll with it. Not going to talk him out of points, you know.
I think the biggest deal in the high school kicking game, because most teams don't have the luxury of just having a just world-class field goal kicker, and especially – it's not as big of a deal because we go 4 on 4th down so much. But my two biggest wish lists on high school kicking, let's make every single extra point. Let's be perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's be perfect, because once you miss that one early, you're chasing that the entire game. So let's be perfect on extra point, and let's have the option to kick it from 30 yards. Let's have the option. I'm not even saying we ever will.
Right.
We might not ever kick it, but I want to know in my heart that we could, and
100%.
I think we have that. But I think early on in the season, we had a little bit. We had a miss early on an extra point.
That's really happened every year to start the year.
I know.
And it always gets cleaned up.
And it always gets cleaned up.
Goes on a crazy run of 20 or even 30 consecutive made PATs. But
perfect from extra point, and me knowing in my heart that we can kick a field goal from 30 yards.
100%.
That's all I ask.
I think that's a fair ask, and I don't think you would ask for more. But I agree. So it's a give on first down. TJ Bolden and Trey Pinnell with the tackle there. Trey again looked good in his first scrimmage and already saying his name.
Man, he's put on a lot of size. I mean, you've got Trey and Truth side by side. That's a lot to handle for an offensive line.
For all my fellow Swishahouse Houston Rap fans, we've got Trey the Truth. I mean, that writes itself. I didn't even have to do that.
That took no effort.
2nd and 7. Ooh, little pop pass there. A few Wildcats in on the tackle, but it is a gain of a few, and it's going to make 3rd and pretty manageable.
So Tyler, I have to bring attention to the number 30. Is it 38 quarterback? I mean, we're taking it way back.
You're right.
I mean,
so we've seen 2 different quarterbacks already.
That's Y.A. Tittle out there.
Y.A. Tittle. I think that's the
Marshall,
second.
Texas.
I think that's the second Y.A. Tittle.
Well, it was when Brady Driver had his jersey ripped, and he played in number 20 something.
You're right.
But yeah, so we're gonna call him Y.A. tonight.
3rd and 4, 4:20 left here in the first. Creed Wisenhunt, a few Wildcats.
That's gonna be enough, and that was a great second effort.
Yeah, it really was. Creed got there immediately,
Yep.
and I thought good contact.
Yeah, phenomenal job there to go get the first.
Y.A. Tittle.
Y.A. Tittle. You did not have that on the bingo card.
I did
tonight.
not. LSU legend, correct? I believe he was their first Heisman winner.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think
Marshall,
so.
Texas. I know that.
Yeah. That seems right, especially in that time. Marshall, Texas, you go on to LSU.
LSU, that would be, yeah. It's a good point.
So now 1st and 10 from the 35. A lot of pre-snap motion from Kaufman here, dropping back to pass.
There it is.
Looking deep. Just overthrew his man.
Great job. I mean, that's perfect coverage. I'm trying that once a drive. I mean, you got a guy like that. We're 9 minutes into this thing, and that's his first target. I don't know about that.
I like it once you've picked up a first down, so you are moving the ball already. That, or if you ever get a 2nd and short.
2nd and 1. Oh, yeah. 2nd and 1, we're chunking it.
Yeah. I want to point out that was Kamorian Jeffrey in coverage there. Saw him targeted just a couple times last week, but there was a play in practice this week where he was covering his older brother Jamorian and just locked him down completely, and it was a nice play.
He knows all the tricks.
He
knows all the tricks.
Quick pass on 2nd and 10. Complete, finally brought down close, and they're doing a really good job.
I do like that guy for Kaufman. He's done a lot with a little, because I feel like he's caught a couple balls around the line of scrimmage, turned that into a 6, 7, 8 yard gain.
Yeah, he's been doing his best Jackson Hare impression, not going down on first contact. 3rd and just a couple here. And this is another opportunity, even on 3rd and short like that. If you are going to go for it on 4th, you can always try the big plays.
Absolutely.
Not even seeing him out there right now.
We're going to motion this receiver.
Yeah, we got a lot going on there. False start. And now, like the classic track off Lil Wayne's The Carter, we're going to bring it back. Now I got to do it.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Appreciate that. It's going to be about 3rd and 7 now. And that very much changes what you do with this play call. But do you think in this spot on the field, on a 3rd and 2, could you try that and you're going to go for it on 4th and 2, or no? Is this too close to your own side?
It's very situational of how the game. Do we think we can we beat Sulphur Springs? Can we not beat Sulphur Springs? If we're 20-point underdogs, 30-point underdogs, I'm going for it a lot. In most cases, I'm going for it. Anywhere on the field, nearly.
2:48 left in the first. Timeout.
Physical therapy is more than treatment. It's a partnership in healing. After years in the field, we wanted to create something personal.
East Texas Physical Therapy was built with one mission: to bring hands-on, individualized care to our communities.
From sports injuries to post-op recovery, in the home or water, every patient gets the treatment they need and the care they deserve.
Here, you're not just a number, you're part of our family.
It's care that feels like home, because for us, it is.
East Texas Physical Therapy, healing with heart, right here at home.
Triple Crown Roofing, your local roofing experts with a dedicated team and extensive experience. From repairs to complete roofing systems, we offer competitive prices and free consultations. Specializing in commercial and residential roofing, we provide the highest quality craftsmanship and customer care. Contact Triple Crown Roofing today. Triple Crown Roofing, roofing done right.
3rd and 7. Kaufman rolling out. Pass is complete. And again, not going down on the first contact. But, Ryan, that just brings him back to the line of scrimmage.
I will say on 3rd down, I do not like design passes that are well short of the sticks.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you won't ever complete passes that are short of the 6 because, I mean, gosh, you absolutely will. But that was very designed, first option. This is where we're going, and it never had a chance to be first down.
That is the thing I complain about the most on my couch every Sunday.
That's Coach Tyler.
Yes.
Yelling at
even more than me.
Coach
Brian
Nuss.
Lennon. Brian Lennon will yell at that TV every time. It's third and 8. You're passing it 5 yards.
Get away from that one.
So 2 drives tonight. Wildcats have forced a punt on both of them. We'll see.
Just FYI, that is why I would go for it in most cases because we made up 12 yards on that punt.
That's a good point.
Net 12.
At that point, it's almost
Why
worth
not
the
just
risk.
go for it?
Yeah. Real quick before we see the Wildcats' second drive of the night, I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Cody Drug, a local family pharmacy with local values. Since 2010, Cody Drug has been more than just a pharmacy. It's a place where customers always come first. They combine friendly service with modern care. Their compounding pharmacy offers personalized solutions, plus services like vaccinations, MedSync for streamlined prescriptions, home delivery, and more. Visit their website, CodyDrugRx.com, for more information. 1st and 10 starting this drive from the 42. Deuce rolling out. He's got Jamorian Jeffrey. And Jamorian Jeffrey, big gain all the way up to the 28. Jamorian Jeffrey having a night.
Yeah, and that's 2 different catches from Jamorian. You had a very contested, free play, jump ball up the sideline, acrobatic, I'm a big man. And then you have a rollout. Okay, I'm gonna settle in this zone spot. I'm gonna make a play, and then I'm gonna go get some.
We saw that exact play last year against Greenville for a 60-yard touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm simply saying he can do it different ways.
I believe that's the first carry of the night for Dobbs and Martin, gain of just 1 or so. Yeah, that's a good point with Jamorian. I think a very versatile receiver. I think you're going to see him used in a number of ways. No looks from Quinn Harris yet tonight.
I know, but that fits in exactly to what you were trying to say in the pregame. I mean, there's just going to be weeks where this guy is the guy this week, and that's a tremendous problem to have.
It is. Now it's 2nd and 9, 1:20 left here in the first. Another give to Dobbs and Martin. Dobbs and Martin, much better run that time, and I think he's got enough for the first down. He does. Once again in the Bell Concrete red zone.
They're actually going to mark it. No. Okay. All right.
And Wildcats going quick, right back to Dobbs and Martin, and right back for another 2 or 3.
We're going turbo. Going to put Dobson out there in the slot.
There's Quinn Harris. Quinn Harris getting up to the 5. Ryan, here in the red zone, you looked on this side of the field, you had Quinn Harris and Jackson Virgil. Those are 2 really big, scary red zone threats.
A lot of size on the short side of the field there.
I would think a lot of time in the end zone, you might can just throw it up for them. I don't think you'll find too many opponents that are their size trying to cover them. Now 1st and goal from the 7.
All right, we're calling out heavy. We've overloaded Vincent to the right side. We've got 2 right tackles. We're going to run behind him.
Dobbs and Martin getting very close, up to about the 2 there. That was a
He's just a strong kid. I mean, he's just his center of gravity. He's very strong.
And still,
we're going to run that heavy package again. 2 right tackles.
Right back to him. Tried his best to stay up. Only 20 seconds left here in the quarter. We'll see if they try to get another player for the 3rd down, if they take it to the quarter and see what they want to do. Clock now down to 13. Yeah, I think we're
in Dobson's defense there, he's probably exhausted.
Probably
that was 4 touches in 5 plays.
Probably is. Clock down to 5 now. And they do get the playoff before the quarter ends. Dobbs and Martin gets in the end zone. Touchdown number 3.
You know what, Tyler? I'm going to make a comment, and I'm going to assume it was on purpose. I actually, and I'm sure my dad will confirm this because I say it all the time. In that exact situation where everyone in the stadium knows they're going to let this go to the quarter, snap it right with 1.
Yeah,
even if the defense is half a second on their heels. I think that makes all the difference in the world.
I agree.
They're thinking, okay, well, we're they're about to blow the whistle. Oh gosh, I got to do something.
I like it.
I love it.
And if you like it, I'll love it.
Let's get a better. Still not great. I'll be honest. That probably gets blocked.
Into the first quarter, Wildcats lead 14-0.
This is Katie. Katie has closed over $50 million in sales across 200-plus transactions, from $8,000 lots to $1 million homes. These are Katie's buyers. This is the home Katie is selling. Katie is committed to serving every client with care, expertise, and results. Katie is your hometown realtor.
At Roper & White, attorneys Brian White and Daniel Roper know Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County. We've seen the toll of truck and workplace accidents firsthand, and we fight for the justice you deserve. Let us handle the law and insurance so you can focus on healing. Call 903-885-1155 or visit roperwhite.com for your free consultation.
In every successful build, it starts with one thing: a strong foundation. For almost 80 years, Bell Concrete Incorporated has delivered precision, reliability, and craftsmanship across Sulphur Springs and Northeast Texas. Residential, commercial, agricultural. We pour it all with pride. On time, on budget, built to last.
Into the first quarter, Wildcats leading 14-0. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with us here live from Kaufman. Again, we were not provided with any internet here tonight, so running off hotspots and things like that. Hoping for the best with the connection. I haven't been able to check any comments or anything, but hopefully.
I think so far so good.
Yeah. Producer Corey gave us a one for everybody. It's a scrimmage for the internet.
Yeah. Okay. He gave us the gladiator right in the middle, thumbs up, thumbs down. We're not sure yet. It's a scrimmage for everybody.
It is. Another kick. Obviously not returning here tonight. Real quick, we don't have the graphic made for it yet. We will next week, but want to give a big shout out. One thing we've added this year is an in-game recap, and the partner for that is our good friends over at D&B Loans, where they simplify the loan process with the best rates and fastest turnarounds in the industry. But that's not all. Their showroom also features top quality furniture and appliances with fantastic options and free local delivery. Trust D&B Loans for both financial stability and beautiful home essentials. So your in-game recap for the first quarter. It's been 2 drives on offense, 2 drives on defense. Wildcats forced punts on both of their defensive drives. Offensively, 2 rushing touchdowns so far, 1 from Jackson Hare and 1 from Dobbs and Martin.
Yeah, I'd say batting 1,000 thus far.
So we'll get the second quarter started. Back to that first quarter. I guess they're alternating drives, it looks like. Pitch to the outside, watch out.
Yeah, you don't want to be bobbling. You don't want to be bobbling the pitch 4 yards in the backfield against the Sulphur Springs defense.
Yeah, that's a scary sight. If you don't pick that up,
they're coming downhill.
Galloway does.
They're coming downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one more bobble away from a Sulphur Springs touchdown.
Yeah, it's a lot like Fredo in the cut. It's a scary sight. 2nd and 14. Ooh, I didn't realize it was that big of a loss. Yeah, you said 4 yards back. Play action. Looking deep. CT in coverage along with Creed, and it's going to be incomplete. James Johnson with
just perfect coverage there. I mean, plain and simple. That ball was never really catchable because of the coverage. A pretty decent throw. I mean, yeah. I don't hate the throw.
I do hate that it results in a 3rd and 14. That's
yes,
tough.
Yes. Well behind the sticks here.
You know, the Wildcats defense just really hasn't allowed them to get any kind of rhythm, I feel like.
How many first downs do they have?
I believe 1.
1. Okay, yeah.
And even then, it's depending on, they blew it dead. Cowboy Truth with a sack.
I mean, to tell you the truth, Tyler, I'm sitting here, I'm watching what routes we've got developing, thinking, okay, there's going to be a ball coming. We're blowing the whistle back here. I mean, there's just not a lot of time in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are just going to really struggle with this Sulphur Springs front seven. They're going to struggle. It's going to be hard to put together long drives.
I think, obviously, I think we do a very good job of not being overly biased and giving credit to the other teams, but this is, if not even being biased, this is the team we see the most of. But you're not going to see too many defenses, front sevens, or defenses as a whole that are better than the Wildcats, I don't think.
No bias at all. I think just plain and simple, that was – we've seen 10 plays now on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've had a perfect defensive showing through 14 minutes in this game.
I agree.
I don't know what you call that, but that would be a safety for Sulphur Springs. We won't call it here.
Corey doing the
actually, all right. We're all even now. We've had 2 special teams mishaps. Those would have both resulted in no made extra points. That would have been 2. We'll call it 14-0. Go on about our business.
Yep,
How about that?
It is 14-0, 9:49 left here in the second quarter. Ready for the third drive of the night for the Wildcats offense. Before we do, though, I want to tell you to go see our friends at Corner Grub House in their iconic spot on the square. It's the perfect place to spend a Friday night where you can experience their freshly made comfort dishes and Southern hospitality, all while watching the Sulphur Springs Wildcats on their big screen. While you're there, be sure to try one of their delicious steaks, which are USDA Black Angus beef. Starting this one from the 48 to give to Keyshawn John. Kaufman front doing a very good job there, stopping them right at the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Do you think we've seen the last of Jackson Hare tonight?
Oh, you think so?
I'm just asking. I mean, he scored a touchdown on the first drive.
He did.
We've now seen Keyshawn, Dobson, and now Keyshawn again.
Yeah.
My guess is his night's probably over.
Yeah, and honestly, I wouldn't be all that mad at it. I want to see as much Jackson Hare as possible, but I don't need to see it tonight necessarily.
I don't want to see any of him anymore tonight.
Mason Cooper dropping back. He's got Keyshawn on the screen pass. Keyshawn brought down after a nice little gain. Cut the distance needed in half anyway. It's going to be 3rd and 5. .8:46 left here in the first half.
Looks like we're going to go empty here.
Looking for Quinn Harris. Quinn Harris, great catch, got the first down, and then some. Quinn Harris is a beast. I like that play a lot.
He's just a big, strong, athletic kid. I mean, he looks like the new age tight end.
Yeah, you said that last week.
Kind of a stretch 4 in basketball where it's like, okay, he's big enough to be a power forward, but he's way faster than the prototypical power forward.
I 1,000% agree with that.
So let's translate that to tight ends, what you see today.
Yep.
And gosh, he just really fits that mold.
I think that's a perfect analogy. Now, looking for Deacon Carpenter. He's got him. Big gain there and another first down. 3rd drive of the night, 3rd time the Wildcats have been in the Bell Concrete red zone.
Man, Mason Cooper, 2 weeks in a row has thrown the ball with a lot of confidence. I mean, right there, that's a ball. That's in the seam. There's safeties, there's backers. There's a lot going on in between him and that receiver, and he's stepping into it and just firing it in there.
Yeah, and on the play before it to Quinn, that was a very tight window to get it in, and I mean.
And quick, confident decisions. Quick, confident decisions.
Yeah, we love to see it. 1st and goal now. Or not 1st and goal, but. Second down from the 14, the 13. Clock at 7:16 left. Both teams. Oh, never mind. I was going to say both have all 3 timeouts. Kaufman has used 1, but Wildcats with 3 timeouts still.
There's Jackson Hare.
There he is. Rolling out. And that one is picked. He's trying to get it over to Deacon Carpenter. He's could be the first turnover, I believe, this scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's just a bad mistake. You can't. First of all, rolling out to the left, the mechanics have to be perfect. And you've heard me talk about that I always felt like I threw better rolling to the left because I had to make sure my mechanics are perfect here. And there, you can't throw across the midway point of the field. You just can't.
Yeah.
It looks open. You want it to be open. I make that throw in video games all the time, and I'm disappointed every time because the space that the defender has to get to because you're not throwing that ball hard. Nobody's got that arm. Patrick Mahomes doesn't need to make that throw. And so just
when you're rolling out to the left and then kind of going not only across your body but behind. Yeah,
it's just an impossible throw.
That's tough. And that'll be another drive for the Wildcat defense. 6:58 left here in the first half. Great read from James Johnson, but just an incredible catch.
Yeah, it is a great catch. The defensive coaches on the sideline, they might have prematurely were celebrating the pick six there.
That's a great read from
that was a great
James,
read.
though. Gain of just a couple. Coach Faircloth not happy about something.
Not happy about something.
Oh, by the way, Ryan, something we learned after the first scrimmage because Coach Faircloth, we have added the 2-minute warning.
That is a big development in in-game strategy.
Another pop pass, and it's a nice gain. I
like that kid.
Yeah, that's probably what they've had the most success with.
Yeah, he's been the highlight of the Lion offense tonight.
It's a nice gain there. It's going to make third and very manageable. Maybe just 2 or 3. 3rd and 2 is what we've got here on the scoreboard. They've got the nice video scoreboard with the replays. I like it.
That'd probably be the next big-time upgrade to Gerald Prim would be a scoreboard with
that would be cool.
Some legit instant replay.
That would be cool.
But if you're at home, I know a group that has instant replay.
I do as well, Ron. 3rd and 2. They've got the first down still going. Up past the 50, James Johnson bringing them down over here at the 45. Biggest play of the night for Kaufman.
No question. Just not a lot of bodies over here for Sulphur Springs. And Kaufman, running back there, did a good job bouncing that outside. Kind of off to the races.
Mm-hmm. So that brings him up to the 43. 5:22 left here in the second quarter. And I've noticed with the defensive line, we see a lot of rotations. You'll see Truth and Trey out there for 2 or 3 plays, and then you'll see a completely new group, it looks like. Play action, quick pass. Grayson Hardy bringing them down right at the line of scrimmage. And to your point, they are seeming to make more of a point to get him the ball, even if it's at the line of scrimmage or behind it. But
they certainly haven't done enough with him. I'll say that. Through almost one half of football, he's got 2 catches for 2 yards.
Yeah.
We've got to figure out how to get him in a position to be the leader on this offense.
I think it's like you mentioned with the Wildcats front, however many, front 7 we'll call it. They just don't give you time to really drop back and do anything.
And that's a very good point.
2nd and 9. Just 4:20 left here in the first half. A lot of pre-snap motion from Kaufman. Play clock still at 10. Play action again. Looking very deep in the end zone. Brian!
Oh, my goodness.
Last week, you said we may have already seen the catch of the year. Not even a full 7 days later, we may have already seen a better one. Corey, go ahead and cue up the replay.
I'll tell you what. We'll have to get a name on this kid, but he has truly been the highlight of the Lion offense tonight. Let's see. Oh, my. I think I don't know what was it. I think that's probably a better catch. I think as far as difficulty goes, I mean, just the fingertips, the concentration, the follow-through.
That's incredible.
That's a phenomenal catch.
So Kaufman getting on the board here tonight. 4:04 left. PAT is good. It'll be 14-7, 4:04 left in the first half.
Homes of Sulphur Springs. We're more than builders. We're community partners. Since 1997, we've invested in our team to open doors to a better life by delivering quality, energy-smart homes built to last. Backed by our Clayton-built promise of strength, integrity, and accountability. From fully furnished displays to personalized guidance, our dedicated team is with you every step of the way. Clayton Homes of Sulphur Springs. We build homes and we build community.
Hey y'all, I'm Kinley.
And I'm Jake, and we're the owners of Landers Creek right here in the heart of Sulphur Springs.
Located at 218B Main Street in our beautiful downtown, you can find me behind the counter helping you find the perfect gift, outfit, or just catching up.
And when I'm not at the fire station, I'm working on our new gun counter or out in the pasture. But this place is home.
We only offer the best brands like Burlebo, Extra Tough, Game Guard, and Beck sunglasses, and so much more.
We're so thankful for this community, so stop by at 218B Main Street or shop online anytime at shoplanderscreek.com.
Next-Gen nights happen every Wednesday at the Way at 6:15 p.m. for birth through 12th grade.
Community, I love seeing all the people come together, and I love hearing about people's weeks.
It's just calm singing with everybody, and I just like to do it.
Interacting with all the kids, like just meeting everyone is just great for me.
Really like going to worship with all my friends.
Coming to worship the Lord, that's the best thing about it.
We believe in life change on every level.
Ready for the fourth offensive drive from the Wildcats tonight. It was an incredible 40-yard touchdown catch. They got Kaufman on the board, making it 14-7. Before we resume, I'm going to give a big shout out to our buddy Josh Boatman. He is your local and trusted insurance agent. With a family of his own, he understands the importance of protecting the ones who matter the most. He also understands that no two families need the same coverage, and that's why he will work with you to customize plans to fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm and ranch, commercial, or life insurance, Josh has you covered. Give him a call at 903-348-1527 to see how he can find a plan that fits you and your specific needs. Also, I want to tell you to go see our friends at J. Hodge Chevrolet, where you can find incredible savings on all your favorite Chevys. Their knowledgeable sales staff is ready to help you find the car of your dreams. They invite you to go visit them on Wildcat Way to see their dedicated team and see what makes them the most awarded dealership with the most awarded vehicles. First down, they're going to call that a sack. Or right at the line of scrimmage, maybe. I can't tell where they're marking that, but.
Tyler, great job there.
Oh, no, that's a huge loss. Oh, okay. It's a loss of.
Great job there by Kaufman. Truly zero offensive success up into that last drive, and then just to come out and, put together a really good. You had a big first down conversion. You had a big run, and then completed just a circus catch. Second one we've seen already this season. But nonetheless, seven points for the Lions.
Yeah, this late here in the first half, 100%, kind of trying to flip the momentum. Ooh, screen pass. Jackson Hare does catch it, and he does a lot with it afterwards. Ryan getting up to about the 30. That was a risky business there on the screen pass.
Yeah, and a screen like that with our offensive line out and running. If I'm a defensive back, I'm running the other way. That is.
I don't want any parts of that.
That is a freight train coming.
Wildcats went quickly on third down play action. It was incomplete. That brings up 4th and 5. And to the point you were making, you get a ton of momentum off the 40-yard incredible touchdown catch, and then you get a sack on the first play. You get a 3 and out. You got a little under 3 minutes and 2 timeouts. You can go tie it up before the half.
Well, Kaufman's got all the momentum right this very second. With 2:52, I'm thinking, okay, we're going to get the ball in phenomenal field position.
Yeah.
Regardless of you can't return here, but they're probably going to get the ball around their own 40 or 45-yard line.
Yeah, he set up to field it right in front of the 30. So Wildcats, after back-to-back scoring drives, they throw a pick inside the 5 and then a 3 and out, have to punt. And Kaufman.
Now that was a great punt.
That was. I'll get that one right at the 32. It looks like 2:46 left before we see another drive from this Wildcat defense. I want to give a big shout out to a returning partner, but you'll see on your scoreboard here, they are our scoreboard partner, and that's the good people over at Hooten's Hardware, where they offer a wide variety of tools, materials, and supplies for all your outdoor projects and repairs. With over 40,000 square feet of materials in stock, they're sure to have everything you need for any job, from pipe and steel, metal building components, a full lumber yard, welding, repair, and fabrication, outdoor power equipment, and RV and boat lift supplies. Trust me when I tell you that at Hooten's Hardware, they're more than just nuts and bolts. And again, you've already seen a couple of times here tonight, but joining us again as our replay partner, it's the good people at East Texas Physical Therapy, where they're a provider not just of replays here at Chaz Media, but of therapy and rehabilitative services in Sulphur Springs. After a visit to East Texas Physical Therapy, each patient will know what it means to have service beyond excellence. They hope that you'll return to their facility for all your rehab needs. East Texas Physical Therapy. Treatment you need, care you deserve. It's a quick pass on first down, and it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10. And they didn't run any time off the clock. That's impressive. A 0-second incomplete pass. Ryan, just like last week, the only touchdown the Wildcats allowed, the only scoring drive outside of their twos in the fourth quarter was a 30, 40-yard circus touchdown catch. Same thing here tonight so far.
Yeah, and I guess that's not luck. That's the wrong word, but just something that you won't commonly see.
Yes. And if that's the only way you allow points this year.
Right. I think you can live with that.
Yeah, I think you feel pretty good about it. 2nd and 10. Dropping back to pass. Kamorian Jeffrey, the one in coverage. He's going to get the pick, Ryan. Kamorian Jeffrey getting the ball right back.
That is going to be a flag.
Or will it?
I don't know. Should have been. Great interception there. Great job by Kamorian. Just go ahead and run the route for the receiver. Yeah. I mean, the guy, he's running a post route. I'll run it for him. I'm hip to hip. Run the route for him. Goes right under it. Doesn't try to make some, and great job just securing the catch. Don't worry about the return.
Yeah, as we were watching him the whole time, I kept thinking from my angle it looked like he had the read on the ball, and he did. It's a huge interception for Kamorian. So now the Wildcats will get the ball right back. 2 minutes, 33 seconds. They've got 3 timeouts, and they'll have the 2-minute warning before we resume. I want to give a big shout out to our friends at Graceful Health and Wellness. They're redefining women's health care with a holistic and personalized approach that prioritizes wellness at every stage of life. From motherhood to menopause and beyond, they specialize in hormone therapy, weight management, inflammation, and gut health, empowering women to take control of their health and feel their best. Visit our website, gracefulhealthandwellness.com, or give them a call at 903-912-6432. Wildcats, 1st and 10 from the 22. Deuce. Dropping back to pass. Finally going to take off and run. And it's a big gain up to the 40. Ryan, something I had in my notes that I never got to mention. I think the thing I was most impressed with Deuce last week is that exact thing. When he does take off and run, it never feels like he's looking for it immediately. He goes through his reads
first.
No.
I don't think so at all. I mean, I think he's done a good job through 2 games of, hey, I'm trying to throw it here. But like I said early on, don't put ankle weights on a guy that is a talented runner.
Sure.
I want him to stand back there and deliver the ball when it's time. But there's also times where Deuce, man, just go be an athlete. Go 100%. Make something happen.
Unfortunately, a really nice run from Dobbs and Martin, but there's a flag way back here. That one's going to be coming back, I believe.
Now, every player on the field is acting like it's going to be on the defense. But I can't believe that. Okay, holding on the offense.
That's unfortunate. That's a really nice run from Dawson.
I was going to say, any outside run with a flag on the outside behind the line of scrimmage is never a good sign for the offense. So the great Dobson-Martin run is going to be wiped off the board.
2:12 left, and that's going to make it 1st and 20.
Feels like there has been a ton of things happen since we made the comment that there was 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
That's true. And there it is, the 2-minute warning.
Now that we know.
There's
a 2-minute warning.
Want your friends to think that you've discovered a secret filter? Confidence looks good on you.
It's not just about banking. It's about the moments we help make possible. At Alliance Bank, we're proud to stand behind the people and the businesses that make East Texas home. Whether it's starting a business, buying your first house, or supporting the next generation, we're here right beside you.
The 2-minute warning, Wildcats 1st and 20 from the 32. Ron, how do you feel about the 2-minute warning here in high school?
Well, I know this. I'm ready in a close contest at the end of the fourth or end of the set, whatever it may be. I'm ready to talk a little ball.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to handle the 2-minute warning, but you got to have a plan. I'll say that.
Deuce rolling out. Unfortunately incomplete there. So it'll be 2nd and 20 now, 1:55 left. Again, Wildcats do have all 3 timeouts, so they can get a nice gain here.
I think that one, Tyler, I think Jackson was a little prematurely thinking about how many tackles he was about to break.
The answer was multiple.
The answer was multiple, but let's go ahead and secure that ball first.
So now 2nd and 20. Got Jamorian, Deacon, and Jackson on this side, Jackson Virgil on the far side. Deuce.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah,
maybe the next one, but not that first one.
I'd bet your bottom dollar he's not. Like you said, maybe the next one, but I understand you're not allowing contact with the quarterback, so it is what it is. But, yeah, in a regular season game, I don't think he's getting tackled there. So now on 3rd and very long, Wildcats definitely letting the play clock roll here. And I believe it's been a scoreless second quarter for the Wildcats. Yeah, they
scored the first 2 drives, yeah.
Screen pass out to Jackson Aries. Got this one. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, my gosh. And
then some.
With a mile to go, we nearly get it. Now, this would be, with a minute left, I think you probably go ahead and punt. It doesn't mean what they'll do tonight. But
fair. And to your point, Kaufman is trying to get some momentum and everything.
Yes. You know, I think if you punt, okay, we'll just go ahead and go to the half. But even if you get this first down, you're not a guarantee to score. Now, I'm glad we're going for it here in this scrimmage.
I want to see it.
I do too. Probably try to get him to jump. No?
I'm going straight for it. 4th and 6. We've got Deacon Carpenter. Deacon Carpenter's got it. And I like it. If you're not sure about it, just catch it and go down.
Just catch it and go down.
He did. He did.
That was possession catch right there.
I like it on 4th down. Go for it. Just catch the ball. So now 50 seconds left. Again, Wildcats still have their 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 from the 40. Nice to see Deacon Carpenter with a big 4th down catch. And it is going to be a timeout for the Wildcats. It's actually for Kaufman, my fault.
Hey, I really like your puppy. Do you think he would like this?
Getting braces can feel a little overwhelming, but at Ochoa Coleman Orthodontics, we believe it doesn't have to be. From your very first visit, our goal is to make you feel at home. Because a great smile starts with a great experience, and we're proud to be the place where that journey feels easy.
Struggling with night sweats, mood swings, low energy, and everything in between? Being a woman isn't always easy, but it doesn't have to feel this hard. At Graceful Health and Wellness, we offer personalized treatment plans to help balance your hormones and support your overall health. Hi, I'm Jordan Potts, family nurse practitioner and certified through the Menopause Society. Whether you're managing menopause symptoms or just want to feel like yourself again, we're here to help you regain energy, confidence, and control. Let's redefine what it means to thrive through every stage of womanhood. Visit gracefulhealthandwellness.com to start your journey to vibrant health today.
So it was a timeout on Kaufman. They've got just 1 left. Wildcats still have all 3. 1st and 10, 38 seconds left. Ball on the 40. Deuce. Looking deep. for Quinn Harris. And that one incomplete. It's best case scenario there, I figure.
Yeah. Go ahead and get the incomplete pass. No harm, no foul. I tell you what I'd love to see here. Obviously, I want to see 7 for the Wildcats, but I'd love us to get down to about the 20.
And have to kick.
Yeah,
I would also like to see it. Like you mentioned earlier,
I mean, there was just no end-of-half situations last year where it was like, okay,
yeah,
this
you're
is
right.
the time to kick. Like, it just felt like it was
I don't know
always,
that we've really ever seen that in our
that's what I'm saying.
broadcasting career.
It just was always like, well, we're going for it here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, no, we have to try to just go for the end zone here. But I think that's what I would want to see this drive.
Yeah, you're at the 40, 31 seconds left. I kind of am with you here. Deuce rolling out. Fires one over towards the sideline, but that one's incomplete. So 3rd and 10. I think obviously here very much 4-down territory, so you could kind of do that delayed counter or something like that. Just try to cut it in half.
It's kind of
Maybe
hard
another
to
pass.
in this particular instance where we can't get any QB rushing.
Yeah.
Because with 3 timeouts, if I'm rolling out like that and there's nothing that I love, you got free reign to do whatever you want with the timeouts. I mean, you can get tackled in the middle of the field.
100%, yeah. And the way he was looking, he may have.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, in a
That's what
regular
I'm saying.
season
It didn't
game,
seem like really anything was, that appealing open-wise. But, if I know if it's getting blown dead.
So now 3rd and 10. Looking towards the end zone again. This time Jackson Virgil down there. Incomplete. So just 18 seconds left in the half now, and that'll bring up 4th and 10. Very much still a summer night. You hear the bugs.
Yeah. I don't actually know what the call is here. I think you're fine to go for it.
Yeah.
If you had a college level kicker or a pro level kicker, you probably don't go for this.
That would be different.
Because then Kaufman would have, 15 seconds to go 20 yards to get a kickoff. I think here we're okay.
Fine,
I don't know that Kaufman has a guy that's booting at 50. But just things to think about.
He gets it to Quinn Harris. Quinn's got the first down. And Wildcats.
You got to burn timeout. They rolled the clock. Got to call timeout. Yeah, I'm not sure why
now
they're rolling the clock there.
Yeah, I don't know. They get it all the way to 5
out of
seconds
bounds
before the timeout. They finally call timeout. So 5 seconds left here. Wildcats will have it at about the 29. Yeah, there was. So Wildcats will just have time for one final play here now.
It's a scrimmage for everybody. We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
Scrimmage for everybody. I think just throw one up here, see what happens.
And that's what he does for Jamorian Jeffrey. That one incomplete. That'll take it to the half. Wildcats leading 14-7. We'll be right back after this for a Chris's halftime show. But let's hear from them and a few of our friends.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Chris's Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to ride, and life to live. Christus Health. Your health. Your life. Our purpose.
Getting the treatment you need and the care you deserve has never been easier. At East Texas Physical Therapy, it all starts with a simple phone call. We'll help you schedule your appointment, verify your insurance, and walk you through every step. From the moment you check in To the time our team takes you back for treatment, you'll feel supported, heard, and on the path to healing. And hey, don't forget to grab some popcorn on the way out. East Texas Physical Therapy, your recovery starts here.
So y'all really only sell nuts and bolts?
No.
Oh yeah, a lot more nuts and bolts.
Yeah, we make buying a car actually easy.
Wait, like easy?
Fast approvals, no pressure sales, and transparent pricing.
Transparent pricing? This has to be a trick.
No tricks, and yes, no dealer add-ons.
Like no add-ons?
You heard me. No dealer add-ons.
Jay Hodge does not miss!
Hi, I'm Josh Boatman, your local trusted insurance agent. As a dad to a senior and a freshman at Sulphur Springs High School, I know how important it is to protect people who matter most. Every family is different, and that's why I would take the time to customize coverage to fit your specific needs. Whether it's home, auto, farm and ranch, commercial, or life insurance. If you're protecting your home and auto, why not protect yourself for your family?
And we are at the midway point here, the second scrimmage from Kaufman. Again, it's not a typical halftime like it would be on a normal week, but they've been our halftime advertiser, our halftime partner in the past. And once again, we want to give a big shout out. Once again, the halftime shows this year will be brought to you by the team of world-class orthopedics and sports medicine specialists at Christus Mother Francis Hospital in Sulphur Springs, where they are experts at caring for bones, joints, and muscles. In addition to treatment, they also provide special programs designed to keep you in optimal shape and improve athletic performance. So whether you're a student athlete or a weekend warrior, they'll keep you at the top of your game. We appreciate them, as always, for bringing you the halftime shows. Ryan, 14-7, Wildcats went and scored on their opening 2 drives, and both of those obviously in the first quarter, and no points since.
Yeah, a little sloppy to end that first half. You know, a bad turnover in the red zone. You know, the only I hate to use the word sloppy for one successful drive offensively for Kaufman, but you know, I'd say Kaufman won the last 3 possessions there to end that half, and so 14-7. I think Sulphur Springs will go out and score 2 or 3 more times in this second half, but yeah, a couple things to clean up.
Yeah, what do we have? We both had 35-14.
Yep, 35-14.
Yeah, and I mean, it very well could be that. To your point, it felt like the Wildcats obviously started out so strong and had all the momentum, but then Kaufman does get a touchdown, immediately gets a sack on the next play, forces a 3-and-out. It felt like maybe they were kind of getting some of that momentum back. Wildcats did have a nice drive going before the half, just kind of ran out of time there, but and even then we were kind of confused. Quinn Harris, we thought, got out of bounds with about 10 seconds left, and then by the time Coach Faircloth could call timeout, they had ran it down to 5 seconds. So then that is a game changer.
Yeah, and it's hard to really game plan and use all your strategy thinking in a scrimmage, because you don't, you know, why are we doing that? Why are we blowing it dead here? Why are we running the clock there? And so in a real setting, I don't think that would have ever happened. But, you know, that's okay.
I want to mention kind of one of the things we were looking at in the pregame show. Zay Godbolt getting those snaps for Alex McCormick, who's out with a little injury right now. Came out immediately, had I think 2, for sure 1, but maybe even 2 sacks. He looked really good in that role early.
Yeah, no doubt, and I think that was something that you kind of highlighted that you definitely wanted to see tonight with the absence of Alex McCormick, and so definitely nice to get that early.
Yeah, and then also, Corey, do you have this queued up still for the replay, the Kamorian Jeffrey? Do you know what your last replay is? We can take a look.
We'll find out.
We can take a look. Why don't we find out?
It might be the Kaufman catch.
It might be. If it is, we'll take another look at it. Oh yeah, this was a huge run from Deuce.
Just a good old-fashioned QB.
Sorry, I just wanted to see, but I wanted to make note. We're already returning to action.
We like finding out together.
We are already returning to action. So again, thank you to our friends over at Chris's for another great halftime show. But we had mentioned again in the pregame show that Kamorian Jeffrey looked pretty good last week, but we didn't get to see him a ton as far as targets go, and then a big interception here tonight. That was good to see.
Tyler, on a completely different note, we are in the very spot that we had our famous hour-long delay of just talking randomness.
It was?
Yeah. We were under the tent. It was a torrential downpour, and we ended up only playing
one half of football.
One half of football.
And then spent about equally as much time just hanging out and talking. But before we get the second half started, Wildcats will be the ones with the ball. I want to tell you, getting braces can feel a little overwhelming, but at Ochoa Coleman Orthodontics, they believe it doesn't have to be. From your very first visit, their goal is to make you feel at home, because a great smile starts with a great experience, and they're proud to be the place where that journey feels easy. Visit their website, smilesmadeforlife.com, for more information or to book a consultation. Also, here at Chad's Media and Front Porch News, we know the love and support that Alliance Bank has for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Stop by and see them on the square or use one of their many convenient drive-through services. You can also visit their website, alliancebank.com, for all your financial and banking needs. Mason Cooper, the one to start the first half out there with Keyshawn, John, and Ryan. It does look like we're seeing a very, very different group out there now.
Yeah, no question about that.
You asked how much we'd see the starters, and
different outside receivers, different slot guy.
Now Keyshawn John with a big run there.
There's the Keyshawn John that I know.
Huge run from Keyshawn. All the way up to the 30. There's the Keyshawn we've been waiting for.
We do have a flag, unfortunately.
Oh, and it's way back
and
here.
It is in coming back territory.
Yeah, back at about the 42 or the 43.
And that's two good runs tonight that have been wiped out.
Yeah, Dobson had a really good one too, didn't he? Yep, they are going to bring that back now. That's a bummer.
Nonetheless, good to see Keyshawn John bounce that one outside and kind of get off to the races there.
Yeah, an excellent run. So now that'll be 2nd and 5 still, 2nd and 3. Okay, 2nd and 3 from the 32. Again, thank you so much to everyone for hanging out with us tonight. Our final scrimmage. We get rolling for real next week. Yeah,
thankfully.
I'm excited to get rolling for real.
Yeah, I am too. I'm definitely ready for not that this isn't exciting, not that this isn't real, but I'm ready for the real deal.
Mason Cooper taking off and picking up the first down himself. He said, "I'm not the only one who can run around." Yeah, I can also run. That will be enough for the first down. Yeah, but I agree with the scrimmages have been fun, but getting to be at camp every day has been fun, and Hard Knocks, and again, episode 2 of Hard Knocks airs at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. But I am very much ready for the real deal. I'm excited to see we get to bring back the Dave Campbell's spreads and predictions and stuff. That'll be cool.
Yes. We're also going to introduce a new. We always talk a little college, talk a little NFL, but we're going to have a little twist on that this year.
We are incomplete pass there. It's almost in a little bit of danger of a second pick, but.
Which, spoiler alert, I think the game of the week next week that Ryan, Corey, and Tyler will be picking is going to be Texas at Ohio State.
Hey, as long as I don't have to hear you pick against my LSU Tigers, I'm cool
actually, with no NFL next week, I think we double up on the college. So we're gonna have Texas at Ohio State, and we are going to have LSU at Clemson or Clemson at LSU?
It's LSU at Clemson.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
You guys have no chance.
You did your best, Lee Corso, there, and said not so fast.
Not so fast.
Hey, we're not scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of us are,
so
actually.
Fast. And speaking of that, it'll be the last not so fast in existence.
Yes, it will
it's the last one.
Yeah.
Lee Corso, it'll be his last time putting on the headgear.
An incredible career from Lee Corso.
Which, and I'm probably in the minority here, but it's definitely time.
You and I have been saying that for.
It's time. He's a legend, but it's 3 or 4 years overdue.
Since you and I have been working together, I think we've both.
It's I like Corso like the next guy, but it is well past. It's time to hang it up.
3rd and 5. Mason Cooper trying to find someone. He's got him. Got a first down and then some. Still going up past. What is that? 44.
But yeah, so don't you don't have to make a pick tonight. We'll save it for game day next week. But those will be the 2 games of the week, and then I think going forward we will select a college game and an NFL game, and see how that goes throughout the season.
Speaking of, would you like to go ahead and make a prediction on what the spread for Wildcats Mesquite Poteet is going to be? Again, Dave Campbell's always.
Okay, now explain to me how that works for high school. When do they release those?
Now this one may already be out. If it is, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
But Keyshawn John with another huge run on first down, up inside the 30. But they usually put those out on Monday, Tuesday-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler, what is my prediction of the spread? I will go Sulphur Springs. Oh, man, 28.
Oh, I see. I was going to say 30.
Yeah, 28. They don't do halves in high school, do they?
No.
Okay.
No, just
because I would have said 28 and a half,
yeah.
but 28 points.
Again, stay on the same page. I had mine at about 30-ish.
Yeah.
And either way, I think.
Yeah, and I
think our expectations are the Wildcats.
By a lot is my expectation.
Mason Cooper.
I'm excited for that one. That's a neat stadium. It's very I don't know if romantic is the word. Sports just have a way.
Yes.
Sports just have a way of working out, and ending the season there and starting this season at the same place it seems like a good omen in my opinion.
Romantic is the word I would use.
I guess
if nothing else,
romantic,
sentimental
right.
at the very least. But
there you go. Sports just have a way of working out.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Now, they are having a running clock already here in the second half, so give to Keyshawn John.
So I guess we were the home team in that one last year because Faircloth made a comment that they would be on a different sideline.
Yes,
so
okay,
obviously
I guess
they'd be the away team in this one, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
of course, that didn't change anything for us. We'll still be close to where we were last year.
It's funny you mentioned that because every
we
time
get
we
to show the game though this time.
We do. We'll get to show the game. You won't have to just look at us.
Looking at our faces the last time we were at Mesquite Memorial.
So I won't have to hear any complaining on that. Huh? It will be our first actual broadcast. Producer Corey makes a very good point there. 3rd and 3. Keyshawn got more than enough for the first down, it looks like. And Ryan, I'm hoping, again, running clock already, hopefully they still play 4 quarters because you got all your 2s in and a running clock.
You never know in these deals, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if both coaches have decided, hey, I've seen enough, they'll blow it. I mean, I'm totally in agreement that I don't care in the slightest. The score, the win and the lose, I do not care at all. I want my 50 plays on film for us to watch tomorrow at school, and I'm good.
Yep.
I'm ready to rock.
Get all the things you wanted to see, and then I agree with you. So now 1st and 10 from the 15. Another give to Keyshawn John. Keyshawn John, get in there. And he does.
An exceptional drive for Keyshawn John in this one.
Yes, that was incredible. 15-yard touchdown rush. Wildcats, after not scoring in the second quarter at all, had 2 drives to start it, got points, no points in the second quarter, but now with 4:20 left in the third, they get another score.
Yeah, and that was Keyshawn John. That was him the whole drive, and his best run of that drive didn't even count.
That's true.
that was how we opened the drive.
That's a good point. So our 3rd PAT attempt here tonight. What's funny is they did finally stop the clock at at 4:20.
There you go.
I kept waiting for him to do it.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. Here we go. A lot better. There we go.
Very good. 4:20 left in the third. Wildcats lead 21-7.
It's a packed house here tonight. This place is electric. You've got sports on the big screen, the best salad bar in town. I mean, what more can you ask for? Truly the best place to spend a Friday night. Ryan, what you got?
Tyler, it's important to start fast, and I don't think there's any better way to start than rolls and cinnamon butter. Tyler, number 2, I got 2 words: shrimp bombs. We got to go 1-0. And by 1-0, I mean you got to order the ribeye sandwich.
Quarter Grub House, making championship plays with each plate.
And delivering wins, one bite at a time.
I swag when I serve. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and I'm friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm feeling like this to certain.
Hi, is my prescription ready?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm so sorry. What was your name?
From Friday Night Lights to everyday life, Cody Drug is here for you.
Wildcats opened the second half with a 15-yard touchdown from Keyshawn John, making it 21-7 before we see their 6th defensive drive of the night. I want to give a big shout out to Revamped Aesthetics, where cutting-edge technology meets expert skincare to help you achieve your best skin yet. Their advanced laser treatments offer safe, effective, and long-lasting results for hair removal, sun damage correction, and skin resurfacing. Go see them in their new location at 620 Church Street. And obviously, because it's a scrimmage, we won't be naming one here tonight, but returning again as our player of the game partners, and we even have a very new we'll save that as a surprise for anyone who hasn't seen it for the first game. But instead of the chain, we've got a new fun thing. But that's the Way Bible Church, and they want to extend an invitation to everyone to join them on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m. and also on Wednesday nights at 6:15 p.m. for Next Gen nights, which are for anyone from birth all the way through 12th grade. The Way also offers young adults on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of each month. So we're on a very nice first drive of the second half for the Wildcats.
Tyler, I wish we would have looked up who Mesquite Poteet was scrimmaging tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I'm excited to see what Poteet does. Producer Corey seems to think they're going to be a much better team. I mean, I don't think they're going to be worse than they were last year, but I just don't know. They do have a new coach.
Yeah, new coach, Faircloth. He mentioned that.
That's tough to your very first game in a new
era.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't have a lot last year at all. Just being completely honest, not the usual Poteet Pirates that Sulphur Springs has seen at other times. So, I hope that they're improved from last year, and I would anticipate them being a little improved.
I
think
so.
They were a younger team last year.
Yeah.
Because I think 2 years ago, they went 0-10.
Yes, I believe so.
I don't know what their record was last year off the top of my head.
It's either 1-9 or 2-8.
Yeah, okay, so not great. Not great.
We'll have more information next week,
yeah,
obviously.
Of course. Yeah, not great. Not great. But and that's a tall task.
Yeah, for sure.
Sulphur Springs coming into town.
Now, what's funny is I was going to say it's a very tough task to come in, immediately and make that big of a difference. Looking at a deep pass here on 2nd and 10, just sails them a little bit, so 3rd and 10. But when I was thinking about that, Coach Faircloth took over an 0-10 team and immediately was better.
Yeah,
even
no
week
doubt.
1, that Jacksonville game, they looked night and day better. So we've definitely ourselves we've seen it happen. But
that was I can't believe that's been 4 years.
I know.
Since our first game at Jacksonville in the Tomato Bowl.
It's been a fun.
Right? It was okay. Yeah.
Our
wow.
very first actual game.
That was the longest game
it was.
in Texas
Producer
high school
Corey,
football
what was that?
history.
Almost a 4-hour broadcast.
Yeah.
3.5 hours or so.
That was my goodness.
Yeah. How much?
We had to break
3:48. Wow.
We had to break the penalties record that night.
We did.
Both sides.
So now 3rd and 10. Towards the sideline, incomplete. And again, the clock's been running this whole time, so it's already down to 1.5 minutes left here in the third. At this rate, even if they do play the fourth quarter, we'll be out of here in about 10 minutes. Yeah. But and it's funny, our very first broadcast ever, the universe was like, well, let's see how good y'all are. Can you handle a 4-hour broadcast?
If you guys can do 2 NFL games, we'll throw in an old MLB game too.
Yeah, it's an old Red Sox-Yankees game.
Yeah.
And that might be the last mention of baseball on this broadcast. We'll see.
Legitimately, the next words out of my mouth were, I'm sad that we're not going to get to do our fall baseball talk, because 2 years ago that was one of the highlights of the season. Was having the Rangers on up here during the run.
I'll never forget.
At Paris. I mean.
Oh, the one at Paris, yes, and then I'll never forget the night.
Of Game 1 of the World Series?
Game 1 of the World Series. We got off the air and got to see
home, you see the home. Yeah, just a fun time.
We're not going to mention the one you've got in your mind, Corey. We're not going to do that, because I know what you're referring to. The Paris pregame show.
Oh, that's got to be the worst. That's got to be the worst pregame show that I've ever put out there.
That was a bummer.
Just checked out. I don't want to be here. Jose Altuve come on.
So, unfortunately, it looks like they're calling it. Yeah, they're going to call it a night, it looks like. There was still the third quarter wasn't over yet.
Yeah, I kind of could feel that coming.
Going to Globe Life Sunday.
Are you?
Producer Corey going to Globe Life on Sunday. Very good.
It'd be fun to see a meaningless baseball game.
Unfortunately, real quick, y'all, before we get out of here, because we didn't have time, there's still a couple new people that I want to tell you about that are going to be joining us as partners this year. First, the good people over at Landers Creek They're passionate about providing top quality apparel and gear for outdoor enthusiasts, hunters, fishermen, and self-reliant individuals. Their products are carefully selected to ensure durability, performance, and reliability, helping you thrive in every adventure. Visit them at 218 Main Street in Sulphur Springs or check them out online at shoplanderscreek.com. And just a new partner that's going to be joining us this year. We've got to mention them in the past. We've even gotten some apparel from that Ryan coins on the broadcast, but it's the good people over at Fieldhouse Sports, and they're your home for custom uniforms and gear. For 40 years, they've helped teams look and play their best with custom apparel, embroidery, and top-quality sports gear. Fast turnarounds, fair prices, and unmatched services. Visit FieldhouseSSTX.com or stop by today and suit up with the best. So, final score going to be 21-7 here tonight. Ryan, what are some final thoughts before we get out of here?
Fine. It was fine. Mm-hmm. There's a couple things to clean up, but I mean, gosh, this was – I think the meat of what you wanted to see – oh, sorry. Didn't know we were on camera. I think the meat of what you wanted to see was last week. And I felt phenomenal after last week. Tonight was a tune-up. This is it. This is the last hurrah of camp. And so, I mean, it's go time at this point. I mean, it's the real deal. Next week matters, and the quest for the Texas High School Football Playoffs begins.
Yep, 100%.
In 8 days.
100%. I will do a quick recap. There were 6 drives for the Wildcats tonight. They started the night incredible. Back-to-back scoring drives. Jackson Hare had a 9-yard touchdown rush, and then Dobson Martin had a nice drive. It would end up being a short touchdown rush, but that's how we got to 14-0 immediately. Then didn't score again for the rest of the half. Came out first drive of the second half. Keyshawn John with a nice 15-yard touchdown rush, a great all-around drive. Defensively, they came out and forced 3 punts back-to-back, and then they did allow a 40-yard touchdown, and Kamorian Jeffrey had a nice interception, but it was a quick night.
I think you wrapped it up well. I saw some good stuff. Saw a couple things that we'll clean up this coming week. But I know that if I'm as ready as I am, I know that they are just chomping at the bit,
100%.
ready to play a real Friday night football game. And Mesquite Memorial next Friday night is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I can't wait. I much like them, they're ready to go play a real football game. I'm ready to broadcast a real football game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited, and yeah, I just can't wait.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Again, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us here tonight. Next week, Friday at 7 p.m. sharp, that's when we're going to start the Discount Wheel and Tire pregame show. We can't wait. Hopefully you'll join us if you can't go make it in person. If you can make it in person, obviously go support your Wildcats. But, yeah, on behalf of everyone here at Front Porch News and Chad's Media, our great camera operators, Rick Grace, Caleb T. Meyer, Jeremy DeLorge. You can't see him. Come over here, buddy. The best producer in the state of Texas, Corey Hankins. Yeah, my favorite person to spend Friday and Thursday nights with, Ryan Humphries. I'm Tyler Lennon. We'll see y'all next week. Wildcats at Mesquite Memorial.